When it comes to tier gear in Phase 3, it actually works quite a bit different to how it has so far in Wrath of the Lich King. Right now, you're used to some tier coming from VOA bosses, being able to farm the current tier of emblems to get a couple of pieces, as well as obviously getting tokens inside of the raid. Then you just visit your armor type specific vendor and trade in the tokens. Surely it's the same, right? No. What you're also probably used to is the fact that there's two different types of item level sets. So a 225 set, which comes from Ulduar 10 man and VOA 10, and then there's a 232 set, which comes from Ulduar 25 and VOA 25. Well, like I said, things are about to change. The first and the biggest change really is that there's actually 3 item level sets now. So you've got 232 item level, which is 10 man. You've got 245, which is classed as 25 man. And then you've got 258 item level, which is 25 heroic. First, let's talk about how you actually get the baseline set, which we're going to call it, which is the 232 item level. It's fairly simple. All you need is emblems. So yes, you can still get these drop in VOA from the new boss. With the new boss being Corellon, you'll be able to get the 232 hands or legs. And then in 25 man, the same applies, but you're going to be able to get the 245 items. Outside of getting lucky in VOA, the only way you're going to be able to obtain your tier set is by farming lots and lots of emblems. The shoulders and the gloves both cost 30 emblems each. The head, chest, and legs all cost 50 each. So let's say I want to start working on getting my tier. So the 10 man will cost 30 emblems of triumph for the gloves. Remember, if you're already raiding 25 man in Ulduar, this is only the same item level. It would only be the set bonuses that you're going for if it's decent for you. However, if we wanted the 25 man version, which is 245 item level, it's going to cost 45 emblems for the hands and the shoulders, and 75 emblems for the head, chest, and legs. But you'll notice one more type of currency that we need, which is Trophy of the Crusade, and these come from the actual raid. The good news is you don't actually need quite as much RNG to get your tier sets, because using today as an example, you might not see a single Vanquisher token in a raid, leaving your rogues, DKs, mages, and druids extremely sad. But then on the flip side, you'll see so many protector tokens that no one even wants them anymore for their off-spec. Well, that's no longer the case because of this new currency, which is Trophy of the Crusade. These are not restricted to any specific sets of classes like the tokens that we're used to, and instead anyone can get them. So ordinarily, you would likely prioritize it to the people that have already got the emblems to be able to purchase the item. You do get them quite a lot in 25 man, and you can even get them in 10 man heroic from the tribute chest if you achieve a couple of different thresholds. So there's a few ways you can get trophies at a Crusade that you need to combine with your emblems of triumph to actually get the 245 tier, which is obviously not the top tier, but definitely better than the 232 gear. The lowest level of difficulty you can actually obtain these on will be 10 man heroic, and they don't drop from any of the bosses. To get them on 10 man heroic, you need between 1 and 24 attempts left on your attempt counter, and you'll get 2 bonus trophies. And if you manage to kill all the bosses, including the last boss, with more than 45 attempts left, you'll get another 2. So you can actually get 4 pieces of tier from 10 man heroic fairly easily. Although arguably the easiest way to get them is doing 25 man normal. So each boss from 25 man normal will drop a trophy. Who knows if this will change? And the reason I say it could change is because Blizzard might look at it and be like, well, you used to be able to do 10 heroic to get 4 potentially, 25 normal and 25 heroic, so you was getting a lot more of these trophies, whereas now you're not. So I'd like to see it go up to 2 per boss personally. Let's say 1 to 2 from Beasts, 1 to 2 from Lord Jaraxxus, same for Faction Champions, Twins, and Anabarak. In 25 Heroic, you'll still get 1 from each boss, along with all the Heroic loot you're going to get. So it goes without saying that smashing through a 10-man Heroic and making sure that you've got at least 45 attempts left so you're getting the maximum amount of trophies that you can. Even though the cloaks from even 10-man Heroic are super strong, being 258 eye level, everyone really is going to want the 272 eye level cloaks though, from having 50 attempts left on 25 Heroic. But this is not about how overpowered these cloaks are, it's about tier gear. So they're all the ways you can get 245, but what about the big tier, the 258 gear? There's actually only one way of obtaining these, and there's no way of upgrading your 245 gear up to 258. It's a completely different item, and Trophies of the Crusade are not going to help you at all. The only way you're going to be able to get these tier tokens, assuming no changes, is by doing tribute runs in 25 Heroic. The good news is you'll get a couple of these tokens even if you do it with one remaining attempt. Now, these are the old school tokens, so you've got Conqueror, you've got Protector, and you've got Vanquisher, and all the same rules apply. So the Paladin, Priest, Warlock is Conqueror, the Warrior, Hunter, Shaman is Protector, and the Rogue, Death Knight, Mage, and Druid is Vanquisher. If you've got between 1 and 24 attempts left on your counter when you kill Anabarak, you're going to get 2 random drops of these. 25 to 44 attempts, you're going to be able to get a weapon, and then 45 to 49 is another bonus 2 pieces of tier. So to get the maximum of the 4 tokens, assuming no changes, you're going to need 45 plus attempts left on your counter. Now, the only minor change to these tokens is they're not specific to each armor slot. So there's no head, shoulders, chest, gloves, and legs. Instead, it's just 1 token that can be traded in for any of those item slots. So if you was lucky and you got 4 Vanquisher tokens drop and you got all of them, you could go get whatever 4 of the 5 pieces that you wanted. And that's about it. I'd say that pretty much sums up how you get tier gear. If you want 2 free 2 gear, you just have to trade in Emblems of Triumph. If you want 2 for 5 gear, you need to be trading in Triumph and the trophies from either the end of 10 Heroic, 25 normal, all bosses, 25 Heroic, all bosses. Or if you want the big boy 258 tier gear, you need to be doing tribute runs in 25 Heroic, at least killing the last boss, so you at least get the chest. Because, as I say, as long as you kill the last boss with at least 1 attempt remaining, you're going to get 2 pieces of tier. So I hope this was useful. In the next couple of days, I'm going to put a video out looking at all of the tier sets as well and all the tier bonuses. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that, and I'll see you on the next one.